everyone, it's Lauren from Color the Kitty and Stampin' Up. Welcome to another Thursday edition of my Thursday Hellos. I'm just getting set up here, moving a couple of things around the desk because I'm running a lot later than I intended because life is life. We were watching the new Thor movie, and it was okay. Alright, so let's get on with the show. Let's get through to the events listing. Okay, so what we have going on is each week, starting Thursdays, which is today, during September, there is September deals. We'll take a quick peek at them in a short. September 10th, which is this weekend, which we're not far away, is the deadline for the Paper Pumpkin Kit Spooky Treats. If you're into spooky treats and theme for Halloween and looking for some treat bags or treat boxes of some sort, I highly recommend subscribe by the 10th to be able to get in on the kit. If you need the subscribe link, give me a shout. Also for this month, September 27th is the free social crafting on Zoom session at 7 p.m. that I host. That is a freebie event where just hang out for an hour or so, talk, do any craft you want to work on. It's really easy going. At the end of this month will be my September bingo game, where it's free to play. Pick 5 numbers between 1 and 75, and we'll play. There's a prize to be won for a winner from that. Then with the Stampin' Club and Mini Stampin' Cruise, it's either orders of $50 or more or under $50 to be eligible to be entered into a draw at the end of the month. And then on October 1st is World Card Making Day. That's hosted by Stampin' Up this year. It's a free event for anybody who wants to check it out. It'll be a couple-hour online session to watch demonstrations based on some product bundles that are available. If you're looking to actually jump in and fully participate, those bundles are available for purchase. Please contact me if you want some help with your orders to make sure you have all the supplies needed for the event. Otherwise, hey, just sit back and watch some corporate creativity. And then September ongoing, I'm available for party hosting or unparties or such if you're looking to have an event with your friends. And then just to wrap this up for this list, every Thursday I jump on Facebook playing with papers and colors-su to do 2 videos. First one is always a Stampin' Up video, which is this one. And after this one, I'll do my Color the Kitty video, and then the replays are posted over on YouTube. There we go. So then here's the little preview for Spooky Treats. It's spooky and cute because it's Halloween. They do make some neat stuff when it comes to Halloween. Halloween, they always kind of sort of really swap it up into some sort of creativity, which is awesome. Bear with me one moment. I'm just remembering to take something. A little medication. Alright. So, like I said, the deadline for Spooky Treats literally is the 10th. And then if you miss out on it, the refills and kits will be available later on if you really want to get some spooky mood all year round. Alright. Weekly sale. Here we go. Alright, time to take a drink. Hey, Debbie. There's some really nice goodies this week for the weekly sale. Actually, one item is sold out. So here's the thing. This morning, when I was looking at the items, there was an extra item. I have no idea what it was because by the time I got my screenshots made, it was gone. So it is what it is. So let's take a look at some of the items that are available this week at this kind of prices. What I had to put in the center-ish is the Soft Pastels assortment, which is down a little bit of a price, which is nice. I do have a pack of those here. I use them occasionally. They're quite nice to use. I'm getting distracted. I realize my shoe's in the way. But there's some really great items this week. The rose gold 12 by 12 specialty paper is beautiful. I've got my eyes on that if I'm making an order. Even the snowy white velvet sheets. Oh, that's nice. 12 by 12. There's some really nice goodies this week. Alright, next up is the World Card Making Day. October 1st. Like I said, this is a free event that Stampin' Up is hosting. Free to check it out, watch it, see what they're making with these product suites. If
something I found on the web. According to ProMotion.com, October 2nd is World Card Making Day.
Hey Alexa, stop. Okay, my Alexi likes to chime in. Alright, anyway, so World Card Making Day. Where we were. Here we are again. Alright, so what they have available is these 3 product bundles. The Cottage Rose, the Cottage Wreaths, and the Warm Welcomes. And with them is the coordinating dies to each of the bundles. It even lists a whole bunch of materials. If someone is really wanting to fully participate, these are available. Myself, I'm on the fence if I'm going to order them or not. And if I am going to order, I should do it in the near future. However, I just might check it out and see what they come up with these really nice bundles. Hosting. What do I want to say about hosting today? I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I? I don't know. I have like a love-hate relationship when it comes to hosting. It's a kind of complicated thing to explain. However, what I do like about the hosting for Stampin' Rewards is it doesn't matter if you have 1 order or 5 orders, as long as it equals minimally $200 in the orders. That's what matters. To be able to get 10% rewards. That I like about this company. Joining. This I do need to talk about a little more this month because our team is having a challenge to recruit new members this month, and I have yet to recruit someone, and I would love to. However, it is a challenge trying to approach people to say, hey, join my team. To me, I think what matters is if you're looking to join, you gotta be interested. There's all these companies out there, direct sales, about join. And I'm like, no, there has to be a genuine interest. And if you are interested, I would love to have a conversation with you. The promotion I can say as incentive would be, and this was actually covered this week in a team meeting, is the community that this is. It's different. Like, when I'm a very antisocial, kind of a loner kind of person, so I'm not used to being in a community of this, or any community really. So it's a neat feeling of feeling like I belong to something, feeling welcome, and being in a like-minded of creativity and people I can talk to. We can support ideas. Like, for example, we have a Facebook page group of our team, which is a pretty big team actually, and a lot of it is sharing ideas constantly, like, and help. Like, for example, one person had posted a question about a stamp set, and me and a couple other people were chiming in about the stamp set, which helped that person because they were trying to remember the name of the stamp set and they described it, and we helped them find the name, which prompted them to get back to creating with that stamp set that they found in their collection. So it's a community that I don't know if there's another one out there that's specifically in our team. Like, I've been with a couple other direct sales companies, and it's not the same. And this community is very supportive, encourages, without getting down that mode of sell, recruit, host. Those elements are there, but it's not the forefront. What matters in this realm, at least, is just having fun. That's what makes a difference here. So that's all I can say about joining. Is it is a really great team. The leader is awesome. She really has a way of keeping us engaged and focused and making it fun. Like, here's another example. So they have monthly team meetings, and what she does is the start of every meeting is a trivia game. And whoever the first top 3 people are win a prize. I actually was the top winning person this time. So, because she just does it on her own, where she wants to do this to encourage us, she's sending me a prize. Like, that is just really nice. Alright, so enough babble babble. Let's get creating. So first things first, yes, that was the beautiful Sweet Sunflowers kit, but I do want to cut a piece of paper once I figure out where I put all my stuff. Alright, so here I got a sheet of white paper, and I've got my paper cutter thingy as I'm making even more of a mess here. Uh-oh, my poodle's giving me the look of, Mommy, why haven't we gone for a walk yet? I'm late tonight because we watched the movie. Alright, first things first, which I know you can't see because I have something impairing here for the second video, is I just take 8.5 by 11, literally cut in half. And then from there, I'm going to cut it. I can do it up here, actually. I want 4 inches, which I know it's crooked. And then on this side, I want to bring it to, I got to do it down here, 5 1/4. And then I have what piece I want to work on tonight. Just going to pop this up once it lets me. Remember, I'm a disaster tonight. Nah, just tired. Later than I intended. I'm just going to put most of these slips away because I will need that later, but not yet. But I'm just going to have it out before I totally put it away and forget about it and come back to looking for it. So, I'm doing simple stamping, which really is ink, stamps, and paper. That's the plan for tonight. So I've got my ink. Here they are. I've got my stamps, which are coming here, and that's it. This is like one of my favorite ways of making a project, which is kind of really plain. Yes, we're looking at my arm. Which is really plain, but I like it. Okay, just gonna peel that back. Look at the stamps. We got the sunflower. We got For One of a Kind Friend. So I'm just gonna roll with it and get started. I want a sunflower in 1/4. Once I stick this on well, grab my yellow ink. Get my desk slightly organized here. Ink it up nicely. I do love these photopolymers so I can actually see through. And I just remembered there is an item I really want to play with. It's beside me in this room. And I can't play with it yet. Because it's a Christmas gift for me. It's the Stamparatus. I would love to show it. But I don't want to open it up. I do, but I don't. I have to drop it off tomorrow. Alright, so there is that. And then, let's make it whimsical. Turn it a different way, and we're going to do a 2nd generation stamping. And see how this looks. And I hope this looks good. If not, I can always start this over. Not bad. I don't like it, but let me show you. There is a faint 2nd stamping on there. Not bad. Alright, just cleaning that stamp a little better. Because I've got my sponge out tonight. I should show you my sponge actually. I always have it off camera. But this here is a well-loved spongy sponge. And this is, oh, I got something stuck on it actually. Oh my. This is something I use for after I stamp to clean the stamp. I rub it on this. I know it looks very discolored and icky looking, but this works really well. And by doing that, I can put these away right away. Okay, so I've got that. I want the center of the sunflower. Now, the first color was crushed curry. The second color here is soft suede. So I'm going to do the center of our sunflower with the soft suede happening here. There we go. Kind of give it some interest. And I might want that stamp again, so we'll come back to that. And then I want some leaves to kind of create a plant feel. That probably was heard, you know. I got someone in the background making sounds. Yeah, but this mic is really sensitive. Alright, so then... So I got that. This might not look too good, but that's okay. I'm not sure now. Yes. I have an audience apparently. I have a puppy staring at me. I've got humans staring at me. I've got Debbie out there watching. Alright, I'm gonna grab the other leaf thingy here. Let's see if I can come up with something. Cause I'm thinking. Oh my. This is not going as well as I intended, but that's okay. Alright, I'll make this other leafy thing yellow. Like so. Bit of an interesting effect. And then I want to bring in that leaf in again. But I wish I did have my Stamparatus, because that would be a lot of fun to use. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so we've got this kind of quirky thing happening here. What else can I stick in it? So I got some bumblebees. I'm gonna put a second one of that. Somewhere here. Yeah, it's looking pretty weird now, isn't it? Alright, I gotta go one more, even though this is just gonna be a hot mess, but that's okay. Well, someone's getting this in the mail. And then, this is where I'll probably overdo it, but that's okay. Then this one, I want that. I want a third leaf, which I really shouldn't do things somewhat even, but they're not. They're even, but not. There we go. That's not bad. It's kind of neat looking. Okay, so we've got that mess there. And then, what are we left with for imagery? We got some bumblebees and we got some phrases. We have for a one-of-a-kind friend, hello. Wishing you so much happiness, thank you. I'm going to go with one-of-a-kind friend. It would help if I put some of these away. And for one-of-a-kind friend, I'm going to go with the yellow. And I could have put that on straight on the block, but nah, I'm having one of those whimsical nights tonight. There, for one-of-a-kind friend. And I want the other stamp. I didn't get all the ink off of that, though. I'm on a roll tonight. What was the one I wanted? Wishing you so much happiness. Yeah, I do want that. And then for that one, I'm going to swap back to the brownish color. Which, this is looking kind of neat. And I'm still not finished with that sunflower, I think. I think I still want to add something. There we go. So I'm having an idea in my mind. We still got to put some bumblebees, which we'll get there. I want the center of that sunflower again. Because I'm feeling a mode with it. Which is looking quite nice, actually. I'm actually rather impressed with this. Alright, so I've got that for the moment. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking. Because I'm not done yet. But I want to get some bumblebees happening. So we've got 2 bees. Oh, I'm getting an idea. I'm getting a thought. I think you kind of see where I'm going with it. A whole trail of bees. And I'm kind of alternating between the fully stamping and Stampin' Off. That way it kind of creates a neat effect. I think it's going to be really cute, actually. I'm starting to like it. Alright, so I like that for now. I'll come back to it probably, because I'm still pondering here. So then, what I'm stuck is that center of the sunflower. I want to use it again. However, I am afraid it's going to look weird. So I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. I'm going to put that bumblebee away. I'm going to grab the other bumblebee and put a couple of them in there. Put one in the corner, which is going the opposite way. Wasn't paying attention to what direction it's facing, but that's cute. And then just to kind of work it back in. And again, I'm putting them upside down. Oh my. Alright, well, let's fix that this time. So that's looking pretty freaking cute, actually. And I'm going to stamp off a third. That way it's kind of half faded. And then... yeah. That's actually really cute. I might just roll with it. Although I feel like it needs one more something. And it might not. It might just be enough as a card. So I'm just going to clean that stamp. Kind of sort of put it together. And see what I want to do. No, I like it the way it is. Alright, so let's do the final. So let's get the card base ready, because we're not ready. Just going to scoot some stuff across the table. So for the card base, we've got a half sheet of paper. I'm just going to fold it in half. Grab the bone folder. And then because of the orientation, I'm going to do the back first. And I'm going to go with yellow. Now the downside with the Stamparatus is I can't use the stamp. But that's okay. Oh, hey Donna! I'm glad you got the mail. Alright, just going to stamp that, my signature. And then, if I can remember where I put things here, I've got the usual backing that I do. The created by. And then a Stampin' Up name, and then we are almost done. Once I get this stamp to cooperate. Alright, this might be a bit of a disaster, but that's okay. Alright, there, I got it. Just gotta clean that stamp, hopefully, which is not cooperating on the mat. But it will. Alright. Then now it's the assemble part and done. So just flip her over, grab this, grab some adhesive. I'm just going to use, in case you're curious why you can kind of see through this a bit, is I'm using knockoff cardstock this time. Because it's kind of my go-to for when I'm doing this kind of demonstration and just overall working out a concept. In case you're curious. But Stampin' Up does have really nice white cardstock. Alright, and this is just the Stampin' Seal Plus, which is what I prefer to use, to be honest. I think this one is a much nicer seal. And then I've got some adhesive and just stick it on. And that is tonight's project. Yeah, it's kind of cute. Just trying to muck around with just the stamps and the ink. It's like my favorite way to make cards. That's actually really cute. Alrighty. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be back on in a short to do the Color the Kitty video, which will be some coloring. And yeah, feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff of ways of social media trying to build what I do here. Hopefully I can keep going. But yeah, so this is really cute. This is something different. I actually like it. Alrighty, well, have a great night, everyone. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.